while we're caught in the nets of legality with proper THC flower, like how, I mean, I don't even know what the right question to ask here is, Carlos, but it's like we're stuck in this weird harness where we can't get to proper herbs.
Right, we can't get the real stuff, but we can get the fake stuff that causes more damage.
That also is creating a vacuum for financial growth for people who are not necessarily honest.
And not interested in treating someone for any ailment. So.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, that there is, that's why you got to teach everyone how to grow real cannabis. Even hemp, if you want to smoke hemp. But it's all got to be legal.
And when you say hemp is CBD, right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Hemp. To me, people tell you, oh, hemp and cannabis aren't even the same. It's the same thing.
It sure smells the same.
It's the same thing, right? It doesn't burn the same or taste the same, but it's the same plant. I'm telling you, and they'll tell you it's not.
Well, it's just, again, back to the hypocrisies of the industry. I remember in 2002...
But you know what? It's not only the industry, it's the government.
Yeah.
It's the government.
But in 2002, I walk into a smoke shop in Boone where there's tons of... But this was when they were cracking down on weed in Boone, 2002-3, right? And I walk in and I'm like, I'm looking for a good weed ball. What you got? And they have them all lined up right there. And he's like, well, since you said weed, I can't sell you one, man. And I'm like, what the fuck is this thing right here, man? Are you telling me that I'm going to smoke anything other than cannabis?
I remember in Cali doing that, getting bongs. You couldn't call it, a water pipe.
You can't call it a bong.
No, it's got to be a water pipe.
You know, like,
tobacco use only.
But it's like, but these are all like nonsensical things that our culture is agreeing to do and participate in. You know, and to me, like, what's the point? Why do we do these things? You know,
yeah, it's ignorance to me,
why,
man. It
you know,
really is, because
Jason down at Trinity Farms is growing weed and selling weed, but I can't walk in there and go, "Hey, man, I need some weed."
Nope, you gotta get it as hemp.
Well, he's cool with it. He's cool, but like, you know, they always flinch when you say, "Hey, I'm looking for some good weed." You know, they're like,
I've never done that. I've never been to one of those shops,
you walk
dude.
into
I'd love to.
You walk into a pot store.
I'd love to. I never have. Never have I
you,
been to any dispensary.
You know, like, we have to be intelligent and call it cannabis.
I've been to head shops. Yeah,
you know, but it's just, it doesn't make any sense. And I just don't understand. So, I guess
I don't know. It's even, it's like even the cops do it, dude. Even cops that I've when I get arrested for weed, they even told me, you know what, I'd rather see you smoking weed than doing some of the drugs. Some of the drug addicts we have to stop.
Well,
we're the easy target. Hotheads are easy targets because they don't get violent.
Well, last story here before we go, because we're at 3? 3. Okay. So my mom is guardian ad litem in Catawba County, and there are some people we won't name who have lost their children to heavy drugs. It just can't stop. Okay. And the father is he's like you. He's a recovered addict, but he lives in, let's say he lives in the Midwest, and he lives in a place where it's legal to smoke cannabis. Probably CBD legal, but still illegal, right? And they had hired a private eye to go catch him on tape, like on camera, smoking a joint. So that he couldn't get access to the kids, right? And it became a big hoopla in the court because the judge was like, we can't have you smoking cannabis and taking a kid home, you know? And he had to fight it and fight it and fight it. And, you know, the ad litems had to stand up for this man. And the leader of the ad litem community there was like, I don't know if she said this to the judge in private or if she said it, I don't know how it happened, but she was like, this is not what we're looking for when we're looking at bad parents. Okay? Like, you have, like, she wasn't talking to the judge, but she was talking to us after the fact. She's like, when we go in to these homes, pot is the last thing that we're thinking about at all. Like, just like the DEA.
The DES said that to me when she came in.
Yeah.
I see you have a nice home. I don't think you have a situation or a problem here. No, I don't.
But she was like, you have no idea.
Yeah, and she told me that.
Yeah.
You don't know
We've
what
had
homes
similar
we
stories
go in.
then. But it's like, you have no idea how bad it is. And so, like, they're finding, like, children being raped at 4 and 5 years old. They're finding, children being abandoned in cars in the middle of the summer, just because their parents wanted to go do drugs down by the creek, forgetting their kid was in the car. So horrible stuff going on out there. So for me, it's like, this is one of the least issues on the docket.
And why is the government still trying to fight it and make it illegal when most states, I think there's 17 states right now in the United States where it's medical marijuana is legal. 17.
It's like, why are they taking so long to get to the profit point for this to be really great for our country?
Yeah, and they've been talking about the profits, the billions the marijuana market's brought into Colorado. Mm-hmm. So it's great for the states, but the federal government doesn't want to get involved. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just like Joe Biden's keeping his mouth shut about it. It's not even on his ticket. Right now.
And it was before he said he would legalize.
He was like, "Yeah, legalize
medically
when I
it
get
is.
to it."
Yeah, it won't. But there's got to be a reason why. I mean, it's not because it's gonna kill somebody. Because that was what they used to say about it. Oh, that you can turn into a bat. One guy, if I read some articles of people who the government had tested and write articles about it.
Well, it cures night blindness, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm kidding. Anyways, let's end this thing, man. We're at 3 hours. You want to end it with that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm Josh Lloyd, and you're on The Ridge. Thanks for watching.